Welcome to Rome's Rebellion. I am not feeling good today. I'm not feeling good. I'm not in the mood. I'm sorry to complain, but there's a lot of shit going on in my personal life. I'm really not in the mood. Like, I just got sentenced to a year of probation. I got to get my kids from my mama custody. All that shit coming up. I got a court date the 23rd and the 24th. And I am just so fucking tired. I'm so fucking tired, y'all. It's just so much bullshit going on. And not only that, I'm not in a good mood because I'm detoxing. I can't take any drugs. I can't do no weed. I can't drink. I can't do nothing. I just got a raw dog life. I'm not in a good headspace. I said I was going to do this stream because I've been neglecting RBN, been neglecting you guys. So I'm trying to do more. And I apologize that I am not, mentally there. I miss my kids. I haven't seen my kids since I've been out of jail. If y'all trying to pass drug tests, there you go. If you're trying to pass a drug test, there you go. Do keto or I can't afford none of that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't afford no types of diets. Whatever I eat is whatever I eat. That's it. I can't afford no types of diets. Right back. I need some scissors. What's fucking me up is I gotta go see my damn probation officer in the fucking morning. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go see him. Gotta travel an hour just to go talk for fucking 15 minutes in person. And they all like, oh, well, what you do for work? Like, if I told you, you would lock me up. Shit is ridiculous, man. It's like when I got out of jail, everything just came down on me at once. Pause. But shit, I'm not that strong. Sometimes I want to fucking cry. There you go. That's how you pass your drug test. Boom. But I'm doing this to detox. But if you're trying to pass the drug test and you got like 5-6 hours to do it or something. You got to drop that day. You get this. You can get this from like Kroger's or Walmart or some shit like that. You can order off Amazon, wherever the fuck you shop at. You get you a Gatorade. You mix this. You mix this. Shake it up real well. You drink this and a cup of water. So you drink this, a cup of water. You pee about 3 times before you go in, and then you go and drop, and you should be able to pass. But yeah. I don't know, y'all. I've just been feeling, I don't know. I ain't gonna say suicidal, but I'm gonna tell you this much. A nigga ain't been wanting to stay here. Like, I'm gonna be real. I've been contemplating a couple of things. I don't want to kill myself, but I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of being in and out of court, paying all these damn court fees, all these bills, all the shit coming down on me. And we just got a new assessment on our condos. They want $1,500. Case, thank you for the $5. I didn't get the notification, but I knew you must have been live because my lips were crazy, nigga. You're sounding negative. I am negative. I'm in a negative mind space. I don't know what I'm not about to tell my therapist this. So fuck it. Y'all gotta hear the bullshit. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. And I deserve that. I deserve to say that. I'm tired. I don't know if I can fight anymore. I don't know if I can do this any longer. I'm being real. Now, if I was to hold this back and I just shoot myself in the fucking face, everybody be like, what happened? He never said that he was depressed. He never said this. He never said that. You lucky you getting it from me now. Because after a while, nigga, I ain't about to be talking about none of this shit. I'm tired. Like real shit. Haven't seen my motherfucking kids. I gotta fight for them. What kind of bullshit is that, man? These people trying to ring me through the fucking courts. Pissing me off. Devin, thank you for that $10 on Cash App. Life is a motherfucker. I get your rage. It's 100%. Look, man, I guess I don't understand, man. Rage ain't even a word, man. I don't know, man. Let me find this fucking video so we can get started on this fucking stream. I'm so fucking tired of this shit, bro. I hate living here, bro. I hate living in America, bro. I hate this fucking place, bro. I'm tired. Every fucking day is some bullshit. Every fucking day. But you just sit here like everything okay. Oh yeah, well, yeah, it's fine. We'll get through it. It could be worse, nigga. Shit, man. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers, bro. Motherfuckers always telling you it could be worse. These motherfuckers be having the best lives or a better life than us. Because ain't no way you telling me it can be worse. What's worse than losing your fucking children, going to jail for months, losing your children, not seeing them when you get out, bills on top of bills, mortgage, property taxes? What is worse, my nigga? What is worse? You know what I'm saying? And that's not even, that's only the shit that I'm telling you. Motherfuckers don't know what the fuck is really going on. Pissing me off. Lee, thank you for the $100. Hang in there, brother. We're stronger together. Yes, that's true. And sometimes a nigga need to vent. And this is why a lot of us go and kill ourselves. This is why we dabble into drugs. This is why we fucking doze off with Xanax. This is why we fucking pop pills. Because we have nobody to vent to. We have nobody to talk to. We can't afford therapy. We can't afford treatment. You go talk to your therapist and tell them what you really want to do. They lock your ass the fuck up. Tell your therapist how you really feeling. Tell them. Come on now. We're not about to sit here and act like life is all sunshine and rainbows. It is not. It is hard. It's tough. It gets worse every fucking day. And not only just the shit that we're going through, you know, personally, the shit that's around me, the shit that's going on in the world, this shit's affect us. It affect us. It affect our mental. Just this year and last year, seeing all those Palestinian kids blown the fuck away, it put me in a state of depression to the point I couldn't even stream. I couldn't even do a show because I had so much PTSD from seeing so many children being separated from their limbs. Nigga, life is fucked up. It is fucked up. No one should live like this. No one should worry. But here we are. Kevin, I don't know if you are trolling or not, but I am an atheist, dude. I don't want to be disrespectful to your gods on Easter, so please don't come to me with that bullshit talking about Jesus is going to save you. I'm a black man in America. If Jesus was going to save me, he would have been done it. If your God was going to save me, they would have done it instead of making me a slave in their holy books. Don't come to me talking about your God is going to make everything all right when your God is responsible for everything that's going on right now. Your God is responsible for the genocides. Your God is responsible for the your God is responsible for everything that's going on, for the depression, for all the shit, the recessions. Don't come to me talking about some fucking gods. I don't want to hear it, especially today. Now, usually I'll just say thank you and go about my day. This is not that day. I'm not feeling it. I don't celebrate No fucking holidays. I don't care about your gods. I don't care about who you believe in or what you believe in. I don't care. Because all of these gods that so-called love and cherish and is all-knowing can never do their fucking job. Or they have excuses of why we are on the bottom of the totem pole, saying that, oh, we must have did something wrong as black people, as poor people in America. We did something wrong to accept your God, and now we're being punished. Black people are being punished. We have been through the Arab slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, the Persian industrial complex slave trade. You're not about to tell me that your God gives a fuck about a black man or a black person in America at all. I don't believe it because the proof isn't there. Fucking get me mad about some bullshit. Blame your failures on everyone but you. No, I blame my failures on me. You know what your God failed to do? He failed to protect the people of the earth. He failed to protect us from these corporations who kill us on a fucking daily. He failed to protect us from these fucking psychopaths. That's what your God failed at. While we sit here and fight every fucking day for civil rights, something your God didn't give us. Women rights, something your God didn't promise us. Gay rights, something your God is against. Don't fucking tell me God is gonna make everything okay. Okay, God gonna make it okay. Make it okay. Make it everything all right. Pay all my fucking bills. Get my kids back in my possession. Help me out. You help all these fucking billionaires. You have all these motherfuckers who write off all kind of money on their income taxes, but if I was to do some shit like that, I go to prison for 5 to 10 years. They poison our waters, they poison our foods, and you want to talk about failure? The fuck I look like? So tired of these stupid ass religious people. That's why I didn't even talk to my family today. Because all of them sound just like Kevin. And Kevin probably not even trolling. This is Christian love. This is Christian love. Let's get on with this motherfucking story. Because I'm pissed the fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm detoxing. And I am pissed the fuck off. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to see, I don't care. Fuck I look like. Talking about, oh, God, that's the same God that's 400 year, the 400-year God. Y'all say he trolling, but I don't see any difference between his talking from my families. They all talk the fucking same. I don't know if they're trolling. They all talk the same. Let's get on with this bitch ass story. Anyways, thank you to everybody who donated so far. I do need you guys' help. If you can donate to Tour for the Poor, Cash App, PayPal, Unholy Rolling 6, Venmo, Tour for the Poor. I got two more court dates coming up. I got to talk to my PO. I got to do a lot of driving. I got to do a lot of fucking, finessing. I got to get my kids back. I worked hard to get where I'm at. I worked hard to get to the place where I'm at, and it just sucks that anybody can just take it from you just from a word of mouth. It really hurts. It really hurts, because I love my fucking kids. I love my kids more than anything in this world. I don't think I ever loved anything in this world besides my girl and my kids. I don't think I ever loved anything in this world besides my girl and my kids and my mama. It's hard. It's hard. And I don't care People don't want to hear me talk about this shit. This is the problem now. I'm telling you guys, if we don't talk about the mental problems and the mental issues and the problems that we are facing on a daily, if we can't speak to each other about this type of things, it's going to be too late to talk about it when a nigga is in the ground. It's going to be too late.
Even at the cost of a total war between China and the United States in terms of tariff war or trade war or otherwise. This is the firm decision of China. China will never cry uncle or go to Washington with its hat in its hand and beg for something. This is not the way China is doing. Remember what I say, and let's wait for another day or another week or less than 4 years to come and to see what will happen.
What do you mean when you refer to any other kind of war? What do you mean by that?
Multiple wars. You are talking about the tariff war, the trade war, the technology war, the talent war, the energy war, and the threatened military war of different kinds, including proxy war, etc. I think China is fully prepared to deal with the United States as it is, as friend if they want to be, as a foe if they want to be, in any way, peace or otherwise, even at the cost.
There was a longer video. I couldn't find it for some reason. I know it's down here somewhere. But this is a warning for America. Like I don't get these Americans who never learn anything about foreign policy, never learn anything about military strategy, you know what I'm saying, how their currency works or how the world works. And they think that America is prepared to go to war with China, whether that be tariff wars or a nuclear war. We're not. You're going to get your asses kicked. And the thing is, I always tell you guys, Americans don't fight wars to win. If they go out to fight a war to win, they're going to get demolished because we don't train soldiers. We train people who want college degrees, you know what I'm saying, who want a better education, trying to get their student loan debts paid. We're not training soldiers. These people are training soldiers from birth. There's schools in Russia, China, and a couple of other countries that actually that actually train kids, that actually train people how to break down guns and put them bitches back together in seconds. They actually train people mentally and physically when it comes to war, because we all know it wasn't. I keep on saying Black Kevin. I don't see him. Hold on, let me see. All right, I block Kevin. We always knew America was going to go to war with China. We always knew this. It wasn't just because of China is bullying us and they got tariffs on this. No, that because we have been programmed for this. Just like how you have been programmed to go to war mentally with Russia. They have been preparing you to make Russia the bad guy since you was a child. In your movies, the cartoons, all of these things. Think about it. Every time there's a bad guy and there's an American protagonist, there's a fucking Russian spy. There's some kind of Russian enemy where we have to come together and defeat the Russians. Now tell me one thing. What the fuck has Russia ever done to you as a person? What the fuck has Russia done to you? Now, I know if you was liberal-minded, you'd be like, oh, they overthrew the election. That's not true. Miller never find anything to prove that Russia was trying to overthrow our elections. You know what they did find? They found that we was trying to overthrow their elections. I don't give a look. Thank you for the $5. I'm about to tell you why I don't give a fuck about why Americans, what Americans got to say about Muslim groups. There's not a country on this earth that has killed more Muslims than America. There's not a country on this earth that has fucking slaughtered more Muslims and Christians in the Middle East than America. So I don't give a fuck what propaganda that they're pushing out. Oh, we're trying to hate the Muslims. Don't you hate the Muslims? And aren't y'all trying to get these people deported? You hate the Muslims. Y'all killed over 3 million of them. People are being born with birth defects because of the bombs that we dropped on these people. There's nothing that you can say. And the same thing that goes for North Korea. There's nothing you Americans can tell me that's going to be like, oh, yeah, Russia, North Korea is the bad guys. Nigga, we wiped out 20% of their population. You know how many fucking people that is? There's no, when you know history, bullshit can't get to you. When you know what's going on, bullshit can't get to you. So when you talk about the DPRK, I know it's just projection. Oh, well, they live in a dictatorship. Did you vote for the person that's in office? Did the majority of the majority of the country vote for the people that's in office right now? How about Goldman Sachs? How about the Rockefellers? How about Elon Musk? Where all these people come from? I don't give a fuck what America got to say. As far as I'm concerned, you are the bad guys. I have lived 33 years on this earth, and America has overthrown more countries than I have been alive. They have killed way more people than I can count since I've been alive. There's no propaganda that you can push to me and be like, oh, maybe the DPRK is bad guys. No, I don't. What? Like, let's be real. Kim Jong-un is a great leader, and he deserved his fucking flowers. He kept his country safe. Even with the threat of nuclear war, he kept his people, his country safe. They have yet to be overthrown by the American government, and that's the only reason why we get so much pushback about the DPRK, because they are strong. He won't allow you to do what y'all did to him, what y'all did to Gaddafi or any other fucking leader around the world. Right. How many times we got to go into recessions? How many times socialism have to bail out these fucking billionaires? Get the fuck out of here. Send them a Chima, I think that's how you pronounce it. Question for all the Russian-minded black folk out there. Why the hell do you hate Russia and China? What harm Russia and China do to black people? None. This is just propaganda. A lot of people, look, y'all would be surprised how many black people are Americanized, how many black people are propagandized. Even when we had great leaders like the Black Panther Party, they only had like a 33% approval rating. Martin Luther King had a 75% disapproval rating. Malcolm X had like a 70% disapproval rating. You will be surprised how many black people are actually fooled into hating people who are not our enemy, who has nothing to do with how we, you know what I'm saying, how we work in the world. Because as far as I'm concerned, it wasn't Russia who put my people in chains. It wasn't China who put my people in prison. It wasn't Russia who kept our people in poverty. It wasn't China who bombed every black community and put not only railroads, highways, and parks over it. None of these countries have done a damn thing to me. That's why the propaganda don't work on me, because I know my history. But they don't want to teach foreign policy for that exact reason. Because if you teach people foreign policy, then they're going to be like, well, how many countries we overthrew since 2012? The fuck? You should have spit in his face. Why would I want to team up with a bunch of fucking colonizers? Why would I want to team up with a bunch of fucking colonizers? That don't do me no good. All they're going to do is keep their foot on my back. And then what? Y'all motherfuckers have been to war. Y'all don't understand. Black people have been to war for this country. Came back without limbs. Got spit in their face and left outside on the side of the road to die. That's the country y'all want us to team up with. These the people that y'all want, the same people who are committing genocides, not only in Palestine, but also throughout Africa, multiple countries in Africa. You want me to team up with those people? The same people who steal your resources? What the fuck? My grandma told my pops, the Russians, like the brothers out there, and that they were very cordial during World War II. Yeah, man, anybody like, dog, we are fighting for a future. We're not fighting for an empire. We're not fighting for a fucking empire, bro. These Russians ain't did a damn thing to you. You've been programmed to hate, and that's all your dumb ass know how to do is hate. Because if you was taught to love, this shit won't even be in your mind or your heart at all. You will be able to reconcile and recognize yourself with the Palestinian movement. You'll be able to recognize yourself with the people of Russia, with people of China, with the poor people of the world, but you're not. You're just full of hate. Full of hate and dumbass and like these people is just dumb, bro. I would never. Somebody has said, "Oh well," I know I was talking to somebody. It was like, "Yeah, watch your show, man." But do you think calling Americans stupid is going to get on their good side? I said, "I'm not trying to get on your good side. Fuck you, bitch. The fuck I look like trying to get on your good side when you are a white supremacist." Your politics is white supremacy, and I'm supposed to get on your good side. I don't supposed to call you dumb? What, you want me to hold your hand? I only know Americans are dumb because I was one of these dumbass Americans. I fell for the bullshit too. And once you've been through it, you recognize the patterns. You call this shit out. I'm not about to hold your hand for being a fucking idiot. For uplifting white supremacy, I'm not holding your hand. I don't care. You're an idiot. You're dumb. You're stupid. What other word come with it? Are you gonna what y'all gonna call me? Ableist? I don't care. You're stupid. You're a dumbass. Fuck I look like. Stupid ass people, man. Ugh, fuck, I'm trying to find this other fucking video. Oh, here we go. Hakeem Jeffries have been called out. Hakeem Jeffries have been called out by a group of black activists. They did not let up. This is what I love to see, because black faces in high places have been horrible for the black community, and I'm glad that people are waking up, to this bullshit. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of these people are probably past ex-Democrats, post-duopoly. They probably got people who are still in the Democratic Party, just like I have people that's in my family that's still in the Democratic Party. But see, the thing is, instead of acting like liberals and holding you accountable more than I hold politicians, how about I just go see the politician himself and ask him, why the fuck do you stand with Israel as a black man? See, the thing with the motherfucking liberals, they don't have it in their hearts to call out these politicians. So they punch down on us because this is all they got. They don't have the heart to go against Kamala Harris. They don't have the heart to go against Barack Obama or Joe Biden. But when they see us, they like, I can't believe you didn't vote for Kamala Harris. All you Jill Stein voters, all you non-voters, and you left. Look, even if you took all of the third-party voters and gave it to fucking Kamala Harris, she still would have lost by a landslide, you dumb bitch. Still would have lost by a landslide. You want to know how she would have won? If she would have never went to Dick Cheney. If she would have never embraced the conservatives. Maybe if she didn't talk about being tougher on the fucking borders, tougher than Trump on the fucking border. Maybe if she went to the non-voters, which is the majority of the fucking country, and gave us something to vote for, you wouldn't have lost. But here you are trying to negotiate with fascism. You're trying to negotiate with fascism because you don't want to take no further, no step to the left at all. You don't want to open up that can of worms, because once you open up the can of worms, they're like, okay, we got free college, but what about the healthcare? Okay, we got healthcare. What about that housing? Okay, we got housing. What about this? What about that? And it's never gonna stop. And I know all these libs, oh, well, you leftists are never happy. You fucking right, bitch. I'm never happy. I live in the fucking America. I live in America. You damn right I'm not fucking happy. I have to pay to see a doctor thousands of dollars for an hour of work. And I don't even talk to the fucking doctor most of the time I'm there. Most of the time I'm getting a fucking checkup by the nurses. I'm getting my temperature checked, and they weighing me and seeing how tall I am. And the doctor come in and say, well, your insurance don't cover this, so go the fuck home. Of course I'm not happy. Of course I'm never satisfied when I see children in America starving to death. People can't afford clothes for their children, shoes for their children, can't afford lunches in their children's schools. Of course I'm not happy, and I never will be until America is overthrown.
President Biden's leadership, Democrats.
You're a war criminal. How do you sleep at night? Down!
You use the guise of democracy and diplomacy to do the bidding of a racist, white supremacist,
Take
a bill for $14 billion to kill people in Gaza. They murdered 14,000 children.
Here you go.
I love to see stuff like that. I'm not big on protesting. Charlie Mack. Yo, Mr. Mack. Thank you for the $30, man. Lee, thank you for the 100. Devin, thank you for the 10 if I forgot. Yeah, that did look like Eugene, right? That did look like Eugene. I knew he sounded I knew he looked familiar. I love to see stuff like this. Don't get me wrong, you guys, but we can take it a step farther. You got to think about it like this, bro. We got to stop thinking of ourselves as martyrs, as vigilantes. You have to look at yourself as a hero, or maybe an anti-hero. But if somebody is willing to fund the death of millions of people, the displacement of millions of people, then maybe we should have an eye for an eye, I would say. I think that is fair to have an eye for an eye for people like that, because yes, it is good to call out these people to their faces. Don't get me wrong. That is great. But what does that do? You wake up a couple of their people, you know what I'm saying? But these people are still in power. I think someone's on my keyboard. I think what needs to be done to these people is the same thing that they are doing to the kids in Palestine. To the same thing that they are doing to the kids in the Congo. What needs to be done to these people is so yes, protesting, calling these people out, that's great. But where does it get you? You might have a viral moment. You might have a viral moment for a minute. People are going to get to recognize your face. You go call out the next politician. But what does it actually do? Does it stop the bombing in Gaza? Does it put a threat on the people who are funding these things? Do they are like, oh, well, you know, I don't know, man. Because I've seen a lot of kids blown up, but I have yet to see a politician departed from his legs. I have yet to see decapitated politicians. I've seen many decapitated Palestinian children, but the people who fund this mess, the people who put the weapons in the killer's hands, I have yet to see any of them get the justice that they deserve. Yep. Only thing protesting is going to do is get you locked up. And the numbers that they're hitting people with, you might as well catch a body. They are giving people 10 to 15 to 25. They try to lock me up for domestic terrorism for telling the police white people are the cancer to the earth. They try to give me 25 years for that. You might as well catch a body. A couple of them. For those years. For those of them. If I'm going down for double digits, let's make this shit worth it. Fuck it. Let's make this shit worth it. You want to lock me up for domestic terrorism? You trying to give me double digits? 15 to 20 years? Oh, we're about to make this shit count. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. You giving me football numbers for calling you out. I might as well catch a body. I know niggas in the hood that caught bodies and got 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years. Some of my friends, some of my personal friends got 7 years for a body. My baby mama is locked up right now for killing a man. She's doing 6 years. The fuck? So you get locked up more time than calling out a politician or calling out the police. No, don't feel sorry for that bitch. Fuck her. She deserved that shit. She killed that man. She was driving drunk, and I believe she deserved more time. Fuck her. But other than that, you giving me football numbers. I'm about to make this shit count. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that, dog? These motherfuckers, make it count. They not going to stop the bombing just because you call them a genocidal maniac. They love it. They're a psychopath. They're like, oh, I am? Tell me more. Ooh. Oh, I kill people in Palestine? What about the Congo? Ooh, what about Ukraine? They get off on that shit. You think they give a fuck about you calling them a genocidal monster? You think when they take that APAC money, they don't know what they're doing? They get off on that shit. What else you call me? Ooh, a Zionist. Oh. What the fuck? Trying to get my boy the death penalty. Might as well go out. Almost got 20 years for saying white people are a cancer to the earth. I could have broke it down. Well, actually, I said white women. And that's no diss to white women that fight the good fight and whatnot. But that's something I can prove mathematically. I could have proved it mathematically how white women are a danger to the earth, how they keep white supremacy and racism going and bigotry going in America. I could have broke it all down. They still would have gave me 20 years. I could have broke it all down. They still would have gave me 20 years. And you know what I would have done? It's a me, Luigi. It's a me, Luigi. No, I don't think Luigi is the guy. I don't think Luigi is the guy. I don't think that. We never know. As far as we know, it could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? They have scapegoats for this shit. They have people put in place that they want to be the fall guys. They know exactly what they are doing. If anything, just like how they killed the man who created Cash App, and PayPal or Venmo, Cash App and Venmo, if they want to kill you, they will. If they want to kill you, they will. Nigga, we don't even know what happened to the Cash App guy. Where's his killer? Where's his killer? What happened to the Cash App guy? Right. If they wanted you dead, your ass to be dead. Ain't none of that fucking, oh, well, you know, maybe we can connect with these people. You can't connect with no motherfucking genocide. Genocidal maniac, nigga. They gonna throw your ass up under the bus as soon as they get the chance. Soon as they get the fucking chance. So yes, protesting is a good practice, but it's not revolutionary. Protesting in America is not revolutionary because it does nothing. It does nothing. You guys go home after this shit. Y'all don't occupy spaces. Y'all don't overthrow local governments. Y'all don't burn down your fucking courthouses. Y'all don't fucking release people from the prisons. It is not revolutionary. If anything, it is reactionary. And it's a glorified fucking parade. You got to get a permit to march on your streets. You a bitch. You getting a permit. You got to get a permit to march on your streets that you pay taxes for. You a bitch. I don't care. You's a bitch. You got to get a piece of paper that say you can walk the streets that you've been paying taxes for your whole life. That's not revolutionary. That's not revolutionary. I don't give a fuck how many liberals out there. How many? We had 1 million people out here, and guess what? You didn't burn down that one motherfucking building. Are you out there fighting for injustice? You mad because the police killing black and brown people? Why is that police station who hosts the those deputies and sheriffs is still standing? You out there fighting for injustice? You out there fighting for women's rights? Why are these motherfuckers still talking? The fuck? Hold on, some says the Cash App guy. What's the story behind that? The government killed the Cash App guy. The guy who made the Cash App, the CIA, the IRS killed them and made their own app that's basically like Cash App. Soon as he died, I mean, like, it wasn't even a month after he passed away, they came up with this whole fucking shebang where you can just report straight to the IRS on the app, just like Cash App. It's basically Cash App with a different color. The government killed the Cash App guy, and they will kill you too. Black Zen, what's going on? You are Palestine, live in Israel. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. You might want to type that back out. You realize how much rights we really have when we want to change something. True that. True that, man. Fall Guy is going to say it. Yep. This panel's on a mission. They know it crashed around the corner. Just looked up. Hey, it is what it is. But let's talk about what's the hot topic. I didn't put this in the title because I know how you motherfuckers are. You know what I'm saying? Niggas love some clickbaity ass bullshit. But I'm about to talk about Carmelo Anthony and what's been going on. I know I talked about this to a couple of people on TikTok, and whatnot. But of course, they are lying on this young boy, and it's so crazy how they were getting their pennies in a bunch, and like, oh well, white people, we are in danger, and like bro, the only people that you are in danger to is other white people. I'm telling you. The only people that white Americans are endangered to is other white. Nobody is trying to harm you besides your fucking family members. And it's the same thing over here. The majority of black people kill black people. The majority of white people kill because you kill and you steal from who you are around. I'm not around a lot of fucking. Well, right now I have a lot of white neighbors, but back in Detroit, I don't like 2 or 3 fucking white neighbors, maybe. And they probably more hood than me. These white people are trying their best to paint this young man as a criminal in the public opinion before it even happens in the courtroom. And who's to say who's guilty or not? You're not the judge, you're the executioner. And people was asking me, oh, if somebody put their hands on you, would you kill them? Yeah. I will kill you. I will kill you. Don't touch me. Don't threaten me. Don't come near me. If I threaten you and I say, get the fuck away from me, or I'm gonna fuck you up, you should take that as a threat, as a promise, actually. I will kill you. You can't expect people to react the way you want them to. If I punch you in the face and you put out your gun and you shot me, and I'd be like, oh, what you shoot me for? Like, nigga, what you hit me for? You can't expect, like, nigga, people gonna have reactions to your actions. And it's not gonna be the way that you think it is. I'd have been stabbed before. You know how it feels to be stabbed? That shit hurts. That shit hurts like a motherfucker, boy. I got stabbed twice in jail. And my back and one on my side. That shit hurts. I got stabbed with a pencil and with a metal shank. But you go talking that shit, you go putting your hands on people, you trying to, you know what I'm saying, extort people, you're going to get what's coming. Did I get what was coming? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I'm young, I'm dumb. I'm thinking I'm the shit. I'm thinking I'm hard, and there's always somebody out there bigger and badder. And if they're not bigger and badder, they have the balls to take your bitch ass out. So don't expect people to be like, oh, well, you could have just fucked. You could have just left me the fuck alone. And now your ass dead. Like a dumbass. You on the ground. And we smoking you in a pack. No, not recently. Hell no. This is fucking years ago. I was like 18. And what's so crazy is his dad is like, leave us the fuck alone. Like, I don't know his dad from a can of paint. I don't know I don't know his dad from a can of paint. Seemed like a shitty dude, but trying to get his life right. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All man kind of fucked up. I see he has an SA case. I seen that he had attended, you know, excuse me, Carmelo's mother, when she was talking, I see he got transported out of that. But when it comes to these white people who was trying to use his son as a face of you know, white people, oh well, white people are so fucking depressed and what was me? He like, bitch, leave my son out of this shit. I think I got the clip. I'm pretty sure y'all seen this shit.
you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was.
God rest his soul. He would have been one of our strongest voices. People are so dumb. Americans gotta be the dumbest people. I'm telling you, we are dumber than we are way dumber than a untouched tribes. Dumb, 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 dumb. Who the fuck will follow behind a man like this? First of all, the nigga ain't got no neck. He ain't got no forehead. That nigga ears half the size of his head. Oh,
Who's still
God.
alive today.
Hold on. He ain't got no beard. How can you trust a man without facial hair? Without a mustache, at least. No, I'm playing. Let me get
Yes, I am, sir.
And another thing, look how busted his fucking fade is. You can't trust a man with a fade like that. Come on now, man.
Part of the fucking problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any fucking.
That's called white guilt. No.
That's called white guilt. No, motherfucker, it's called not fucking up the case as much as he already did. As much as he already fucked up this case, as much as his son has already fucked up this case, he don't want his son being the face of white supremacy. And that is, you know, I can dig it. Even though he a piece of shit, he's still not, you know, dumb enough or, you know what I'm saying, or scoop down to that level to where, oh, well, we have to save the white race. Like, no, man. No. You know who's killing white people? White people. You want to know why your birth rate is declining? White man. White men do not want to take blame for their actions or the people's reactions to their actions. They don't want to take responsibility. Everything is everybody's fault besides ours. We are just perfect. Even though we didn't, I don't want to say it. You notice they all wear suits. Tacky ass, cheap ass suits at that. That's the $100 suit. I'm gonna tell you right now where he got that suit from. Hold on, let me go back. I'm gonna tell you exactly where he got that suit from.
Voices larger than all individual interview and talk about this.
Hey, that's a navy blue, white t-shirt, red tie. Navy blue. That's a $100 suit off of Men's Warehouse. You can get this off of the fucking wall, bro. Cheap ass, tacky ass niggas, bro. Oh God, bro. Them cheap ass fucking suits, bro. I get so tired of seeing these motherfuckers, Charlie Kirk and all these motherfuckers in them cheap ass suits. I be looking like, I saw that suit for 50% off, bitch. You ain't playing me. The motherfuckers went for the first thing. And if you notice, they suits don't be tailored. They suits don't be tailored, bro. Like Europeans don't have fashion sense, bro. They really don't have fashion sense. But I applaud this father for standing up against white supremacy and saying that he don't want his son to be the face of white supremacy. I wouldn't want my son, if my son was killed by an African, you know, I wouldn't want diaspora wars about my son. You know, oh well, they killed the African American, they killed the American black man, and blah blah. You can't trust these Africans. I wouldn't want no diaspora wars about my son either. Leave us the fuck alone. And the thing is, y'all not even trying to help the fucking family. Y'all not trying to help this family at all. If anything, y'all are putting targets on their backs. If y'all was trying to help that family, y'all would have helped them raise money for the funeral, making sure they have everything that they need, and just shut the fuck up until the judge and the jury says what is what. But for right now, they are jeopardizing the case, and they are making it worse for his son. They are making it worse. And not only is they making it worse for the public opinion, they're making it worse on the law, period. Because the judge who's presiding over this case is being threatened also. And I don't give a fuck if she's a Republican, if she's this, she's that. Judges are biased. Judges are biased. When I said white women are a cancer to the earth, and I was in district court, you know what that judge did when I walked into that fucking courtroom? She said, looked at our prosecutor. Oh, we got his ass. She said, yeah, I want to keep the 20-year tail on him. Yeah. I want to make sure that he at least facing 20 years. You don't think the threats to her livelihood, to her home, she had to relocate, get new security, you don't think that's going to take, you know what I'm saying, some type of play in this case? If I was that judge, I'd be like, innocent. I don't even need to hear the jury. Go home. Go home. She might just act on reaction. She might just be like, you know what? Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck these motherfuckers. The judge said, yeah, ask my girlfriend. She was there. She's like, yeah, I want to keep that 20-year tail on him. I want to make sure he's facing at least 20 years. At least. As soon as I walked in that motherfucking courtroom, she's like, looked at her prosecutor or shook her head like, yeah, we got this. We got this motherfucker now. He can't go nowhere now. And they was like, oh, do you want to hold your hearing? I said, no, waive that shit. Is there any reason why blah, blah, this and that? I told my lawyer to tell the judge, I feel like you too emotionally attached to this case. And we was going back and forth. She asked my lawyer to ask me, why do I feel like she's too emotionally attached? I said, because when you read that I said white women are a cancer to the earth, not only was you in your feelings about it, you yelled about it, you are seeking revenge by trying to keep the 20-year tail on me, even though it's unjustifiable. And even a Supreme Court had to come in and say something about my case, that they was overcharging me after the fact that I already took a plea deal for 2 years probation. And you think calling her DEI, calling her the N-word, threatening her, you think this shit not gonna stick in her head till she like, I might just let this nigga go. I might just let this nigga go just to piss y'all motherfuckers off. Please deal to what? Oh, plea deal to what charge? Domestic terrorism. Domestic terrorism. That's what. Fucking crazy, man. They think this boy gonna get locked up for life. And think about, like, he's only 17. Even if he do go down, it's not gonna be for it's not gonna be for capital murder. It's not gonna be for murder or anything like that. The worst I see him getting is manslaughter, but I don't even see him getting that. From the way that you guys have been behaving, white Americans have let down their so-called strongest voices. You think the jury not seeing this shit? This case is way too big for a jury not to see or hear anything about it. And don't let no black people be on that jury. That nigga going home. That nigga going home. Let some black people be on that jury. Let 3 black people be on that jury. That nigga going home. I'm pretty sure they didn't seen it all. They probably like, oh. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. One of the them motherfuckers on Twitter and Instagram called me a nigger. Yeah, I remember that. It's crazy. White people jeopardize every fucking thing in this bitch. Make no damn sense. Can't even shut the fuck up for their own people. I gotta look into the story, but I see a story that's saying a new curfew proposal will let Chicago police declare a curfew anytime, anywhere in the city. That just sounds like some bullshit. Let me copy, paste, and Google that because I don't believe that. I don't think these people are that dumb to actually do something like that. So let's try to see if that is true. Damn, why the fuck are these tabs open? I feel like I'm old, bro. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck all these tabs get open? Huh? No way. Thank you for the $5, Chris. You damn fucking right. What you talking about? Right behind the ears of 61. Nigga, you still young. You ain't old until you dead.
Hassle. Smart bench.
7:13 right now, and we continue our coverage on a possible new ordinance that would give Chicago police power to enforce temporary curfew. So joining us now, Second Ward Alderman Brian Hopkins. So glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Anita.
You know, there were many who came out opposed to the initial earlier curfew that you proposed, and the mayor says this is a compromise and a step in the right direction. How do you feel about that characterization?
That's encouraging. The mayor was adamant in his opposition, and he has softened that opposition. It's not quite the same as support, but we're getting there. We still have some more conversations to have. I happen to chair the Public Safety Committee for the City Council, so I've agreed to have a hearing, and we'll bring in all the voices, including those who still have a problem with this concept, and possibly have the mayor's support by the end of this process. If there's some changes that need to be made in terms of how we would actually enforce this, I'm open to the conversation. It's a complicated thing to do.
It really is very complicated. You know, I like to look at our youth in the city and surrounding them with a village, right? We're all a part of the village. Clearly, because of their age, there have to be some boundaries there because they're still learning. We want the businesses to thrive. We want the neighbors to thrive, but we also want the kids to thrive. So it does get very complicated.
We do. And it was a coincidence that yesterday in the city council, the mayor introduced a summary of all the youth programs that he's been supporting. Yeah. Some he initiated, some were new, some were older programs that the mayor made a massive infusion of cash. We are doing so much now to help our youth, to guide them, to give them programs, support, counseling. We're doing all that, and we need to continue doing that. There's really no argument there. But when you have mass chaos and mayhem breaks out on the streets, that's not the time to talk about the job fair or the counseling sessions or the midnight basketball league. That doesn't help you in the immediate emergency situation.
Yeah, and you know, when we look at this video, no one wants to see scenes like this. I've been to that AMC theater many, many times. No one wants to see scenes like this. And so enforcing the proposal that you have on the books now, and you said you have 32 people who are behind you on this. How does the enforcement actually happen?
Well, we put a lot of discretion and trust in our police.
No one wants to see kids running from a fucking theater or running to the theater. I see if they would have showed some fucking pictures of kids robbing each other, smoking crack outside the goddamn theater. Who the fuck? We used to have a theater called Bel Air. We used to run through the fucking parking lot all the time. I'm pretty sure we did more than just run through the parking lot, but we did worse. What the fuck?
Commanders who are in charge of a specific area. Many of them were specifically trained in the lead up to the DNC, crowd management tactics, how to de-escalate, how to contain, how to identify the leaders within a crowd who are possibly the ones that might break out into violence. All of that is part psychology and part policing tactics. And we have a police department who knows how to do that. So if we would only take the shackles off them and let them do what they're trained to do, they could go into a crowd of 315-year-olds who are running crazy on the streets and do the things that are necessary to de-escalate and stop the chaos.
You know what they should do? Nothing. I think they should leave these kids alone, let them be fucking kids in their city. What you mean de-escalate? I never seen a cop de-escalate a damn thing. I only seen cops take the shit further than what it should be. See, these the motherfuckers who will sell you a nightmare disguised as a dream.
Yeah, would you say the approach, though, has to be a little different from, say, the DNC to when we are dealing with teens? So, you know, making sure that they actually do feel like they're welcome downtown, but also guiding them in the right direction.
Sure. I mean, there's a subtle difference when you have the average age of a...
Get ready for gentrification, motherfucking niggas. We don't want you downtown. We don't want you around us. We don't want you in our areas that we tried to push you out of.
A crowd, you know, let's say it's 14 or 15. In the recent incident, we had a 14-year-old take a gun out of his backpack and shoot a 15-year-old. The incident before then, a 15-year-old shot a 46-year-old.
Okay, so what about the cops who take their fucking guns out and shoot innocent people every fucking day? Is we gonna have curfew for them motherfuckers? Now, don't get me wrong. Kids killing each other is a horrible thing. But don't sit here and act like it is just us. And don't sit here and try to spray perfume over a pile of shit when you know the system in play is the reason why the kids have guns. It's the reason why the kids is killing not only one another, but themselves. Killing themselves with drugs. Having just the thought of having to own a gun at 15 years old is insane. How about address the problems as they are?
So even though the ages are relatively young, you know, the violence is still, in some cases, extreme. So the police have to treat it as a serious, potentially life-threatening situation, regardless of the age of the participants.
Yeah. So what happens next?
So it don't matter if you're 10 or 20, you're getting your head beat. It don't matter if you fucking 15 or 30, you're getting your ass beat.
with your proposal? As we mentioned, you do have backers. You know, it would seem prudent that organizations like My Block, My Hood, My City, you know, Boxing Out Negativity, or some of these other organizations that are trying to, Big Brothers Big Sisters, you know, Boys and Girls Club, would need to be seated at the table with you to kind of come up with, all right, here's the strategy from a law enforcement perspective, here's what we need from a business perspective, and here's, you know, what we can do to help your organizations to work together to make a solution.
Yeah, we're doing that. I will have those organizations that you mentioned. They'll be participating in the public hearing on this issue. Some of them have said already they don't like this idea and they're going to tell us why. We'll hear them out. I'm also working with representatives.
We're going to hear you out, but we ain't going to do shit. Let me stop, bro, because this cracker getting on my motherfucking nerve, bro. This cracker getting on my motherfucking nerve. CP, not legal to own a gun at 15. It's not legal to smoke crack. We somehow get it. It's not legal to smoke weed in some states. We still get it. Legal don't have anything to do with access. Guns are everywhere. I can probably walk around my old hood and find a gun on the ground, bro. Like, that's how I found my first gun. I picked it up off the ground. That cracker making me mad, bro. If Chicago don't fucking turn that shit down, then y'all fuck. Don't come to Detroit. Don't come to Detroit. Y'all better stay there. Y'all better stay there and get y'all shit together, bro. That's where I found the 9mm. Nigga, I was so happy I ran all the way home with that motherfucker. Shit. I ran all the way home. I was like, oh shit, I got a gun. We figure out how that motherfucker worked, and I ain't stopped shooting since. Shit, I fell in love with guns. They don't mean shit, man. You got to get down to the root cause, and they don't want to. Whoa, the fuck? And they don't want to talk about the root cause because the root cause is capitalism. Basically, all that training with the IDF, that shit ain't for nothing. That shit ain't for nothing. All those killing them Palestinian kids, that shit ain't for nothing. That shit ain't for nothing, bro. Like, they are practicing on those kids to perfect it for yours. All those weapons, all those all the ways that they fight and shoot and beat, they practice on Palestinian kids to perfect it for yours. And if you think about it right now, the empire are locking a lot of people up. They're getting rid of a lot of naysayers because in the falling empire, what you don't need and don't want is naysayers. Damn. I'm gassy as fuck. What you in the fallen empire, they don't need naysayers. They need people who are jarheads. They need people who are sir, yes, sir. They need people with the liberal mindset, conservative mindset. They don't need anybody who's trying to bring down the empire from the inside. They don't want anybody who's going to teach people, the ways of working around the empire, or how can you come up or build revolutionary spirit around your communities, how to connect with. They don't want none of that shit. They're locking you up for 15, 20 years now for this shit. And they're not sending you to Guantanamo Bay no more. They're sending you to El Salvador. They're sending you up there to the concentration camps. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more of that bullshit. You're not about to be on our lands. You know what I'm saying? They done with you. They done with you. And every empire has done this. Every empire has done this. Lock away the truth tellers. This is what they do. It's crazy, man. What time is it? It's 10:30. I ain't gonna lie. I am not feeling good, y'all. I just don't feel good at all, man. And there is a chance I might be going back to jail. Not for the terrorist threats bullshit, but some shit I got going on in Ohio. So if y'all don't see me after the 24th, you know where I'm at. I'm not feeling good. I'm not in the right mindset. I should never even did this fucking stream, to be honest. Because I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, y'all. Maybe I'll get on later. We can kick it later about the other stories, but to be honest, man, I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good at all. I'm not in the right mind space for this shit. I try to do my job. I appreciate you guys so much for coming out, hearing me bitch and bicker about my damn life. Why not go to Cuba and hide for one time? If I can get my kids, I'll get the fuck up out of here, bro. Ozzy, thank you for the $10 sticker. If I can get my kids back in my possession, bro, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I've been talking to my girlfriend about this. I'm trying to get out of this country, bro. I'm not trying to be in an American's territory. I'm not trying to be in Cuba. I'm not even trying to be in Venezuela. I'm trying to go far, bro. I want to go Burkina Faso. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. I'll go to South Africa. I don't care. I need to get out of this country, bro. I need to go because I'm not going to survive here that much longer. My mental capacity cannot raw dog the American lifestyle. I can't raw dog the American lifestyle without drugs. I'm sorry. Without being high, without smoking weed, you know, whatever the fuck y'all call it nowadays. But I just can't do it. My mind is not in the right place. If I can get my kids, I'm out of this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. This is not a good life to live. And China at least visit for a month or so. If I go to China, they're gonna have to deport me. I'm gonna overstay my fucking my welcome. I'm gonna overstay my visa, bro. They're gonna have to deport me. I'm gonna be one of those. I'm not I'm not leaving. Universal health care, free housing. Shit. What the fuck? You know how many of my problems are solved? The fuck? I am not leaving. Shit. They're like, oh, well, China is racist. You know, that's the irony in that shit, bro. White people telling me China is racist is crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. There is racism everywhere, even in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Prejudice against other black people or fucking African people, wherever the fuck it may be, the diaspora wars. But there is no hate like American hate. There is no racism like American racism. I would rather be looked at funny and a motherfucker than to be lynched, to have my neighborhood burnt down. There is no hate like America hate. There is no racism like America racism. America is so racist, they teach you it in your schools. They teach you to worship war criminals and rapists, white supremacists. There is no hate like Americans hate. Everybody that came out, please, 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 please like and share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm about to go walk, bro. I need to find, I don't know. something. Yeah, I seen that, Chris. I seen that. Shout out to ISO Speed, man. That young man, he making moves, man. He gonna make some moves. He gonna make some moves. Definitely. When he's about my age, he's gonna be a fucking rock star. He's gonna be a fucking rock star, bro. Like these motherfuckers is gonna, yeah. And we still got them. We still got some up. Go to Ohio. You'll still see Christopher Columbus in Toledo, Ohio, one of the blackest towns in Ohio. But thank you all for coming out. I gotta end the stream. I need to find a good headspace. I need to go do something. I don't know before I end up hurting myself. If you guys can help me out, Tour for the Poor, Cash App, Venmo, Unholy Round 6, and PayPal, Tour for the Poor. Thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your night.